Listen, I'm no doctor, but I'm no stupid clown either. All your doctors and your nurses, this is what makes me laugh about all you people worldwide. You all trust in people what have been indoctrinated, which we all agree they've all been indoctrinated. All we've been learnt in schools and colleges is lies. Yeah, at this moment in time when we need them the most, over this vaccine and COVID and whatever else is anybody doing, is you believe in your scientists what have been indoctrinated by the people what run your education departments and systems and learning. Yeah, who were the one who told the first person they were correct? Exactly my point. Why do we drink water out of taps? Who made tap water? We all know what's in tap water. And here's why what's in tap water, and how they know. And how they get you every time. You see that Roman column? That Roman column, there is your pineal gland. There is your backbone. At the bottom of there is your reproductive organ. Your reproductive gland. Yeah. Now your reproductive gland doesn't only reproduce for making children, it also reproduces every cell in your body, because that is where it's made. Yeah? With a big speaker.
Notice it for the first time everywhere. Well, the same thing happens with architecture.
What? Pineal gland.
Architectural form, you start to see it everywhere.
And that's especially true of the classical order.
Right, here you are. Your pineal gland. This is also in all your temples and pyramids. Left ear, right ear, takes in the volume and the music and whatever is going around, spins it round, sends it down your backbone to your reproductive gland. Your reproductive gland makes what you need. It's called evolution, and it's all done through this little sucker here. That's how it works. And the mind, listen to your scientists and your professors and all this lot, they've all been taught wrong by people wrong in first place. Such people who control your information, like your Bill Gates and like everybody else, and your media and your teachers and your colleges and your schools, you've all been taught wrong. That there, if you look at that there, and then you understand what the pineal gland does, and how it sends information to the reproductive gland, well there you have got a massive microchip. You get it? Each one of them is a pineal gland which collects information and sends one bit of information. Between each layer you put a separate one. Yeah? So all they've done basically is used ancient technology which we already had.
Styles of architecture that the ancient Greeks had developed mostly for their temples. And you're right that we've...
See, all come from Vatican, Greece. Who's ordering all your paedophiles at the minute? Greece. Where's Tom Hanks? Oh, he's in Greece. Pineal gland, backbone, reproductive gland. That is what that depicts. Yeah, yeah. And they know how we breathe. Because oxygen on the elementary table is 8. Their favourite number, 8. And oxygen molecule is 14,999,9. So you turn the 9's upside down, you've got your 3 6s, you take the 1 from the 4 and you've got the 3. So you've got your 3 6s. Yeah, not stupid, not clever.
And we've got several contemporary examples up along the top.
Now you see all these everywhere, all on their buildings, because they all laughing at you. They are all laughing at you because they know this. Yeah.
To illustrate
let's come off here.
That
come off there, because I've only got half an hour on this video. So let's go back off. Right. Back onto search. Immune system. Alright. You'll not find these videos, they're pretty easy to find.
Every second of your life you are under attack. Billions of bacteria, viruses and fungi are trying to make you their home. So our bodies have developed a super complex little army with guards, soldiers, intelligence, weapons factories and...
all done through that pineal gland, what they have just been putting up front of all their buildings.
Communicators to protect you from, well, dying. For this video, let's assume the immune system has 12 different jobs. For example, kill enemies, communicate, etc. And it has 21 different cells and 2 protein forces.
If you imagine this, they believe that they are that, and that is why they believe they can kill your children, because they believe that they are that. That is what they believe.
These cells have up to 4 different jobs. Let's assign them. Here are the interactions.
And basically, that, by eating that, they keep alive, otherwise they'd be dead. That's why they live for 1,000 years. Because they are that, and when they're no longer needed, they have to take that, which is your children. Yeah?
Now, let's make this understandable. First of all, let's add colours to the jobs. Now, let's illustrate the cells. The central colour represents the main job of the cell, while the surrounding ones represent secondary duties. Now the immune system looks like this. Now the interactions. Isn't this complexity just awesome? For this video, we will only talk about these cells and ignore the rest.
Now, do you know that there, that picture, if you lay that over your markings in Robin Hood for a start on your path, that will come up with the exact same. The path is the exact same. If you go to the pyramids and look where all the pyramids are, exactly the same. You look how your hand works, exactly the same. Your thumb, your finger, your finger, your finger, your finger. That is why they do that. Because that's that and that. It's knowing how to bypass immune system. Yeah, they take the piss. They take the piss.
So what happens in the case of an infection?
Now, this is what I'm thinking about. Your body works on frequency. Yeah.
It's a beautiful day when suddenly a wild rusty nail appears and you cut yourself. The first barrier of the immune system is breached, your skin. Nearby bacteria seize on the opportunity and enter your wound. They start using up the body's resources and double their numbers about every 20 minutes. At first, they fly under the radar, but when a certain bacteria population is reached, they change their behavior and start to damage the body by changing the environment around them. The immune system has to stop them as fast as possible. First of all, your guard cells, known as macrophages, intervene. They are huge cells that guard every border region of the body. Most of the time, they alone can suffocate an attack because they can devour up to 100 intruders each. They swallow the intruder whole and trap it inside a membrane. Then the enemy gets broken down by enzymes and is killed. On top of that, they cause inflammation by ordering the blood vessels to release water into the battlefield so fighting becomes easier. You notice this as a very mild swelling. When the macrophages fight for too long, they call in heavy backup by releasing messenger proteins that communicate location and urgency. Neutrophils leave their patrol routes in the blood and move to the battlefield. The neutrophils fight so furiously that they kill healthy cells in the process. On top of that, they generate barriers that trap and kill the bacteria. They are indeed so deadly that they evolved to commit suicide after 5 days to prevent them from causing too much damage. If this is not enough to stop the invasion, the brain of the immune system kicks in. The dendritic cell gets active. It reacts to the signals of the soldiers and starts collecting samples from the enemies. They rip...
See how it all connects with signals? This is why signals and frequency is so important. Your body works exactly the same as these do. We're taking the signals from his ears, and there's bodies around us through his body air, and there's air. And that's another thing, air. You've got air on your head, you've got a crown up back of your head, which goes in a spiral. That is where your body takes in solar power from static electricity around your aura and feeds your pineal gland. Your pubic hair is the other end of that scale. You can't plug a phone in with just one cable. You need 2 cables. You need a positive and a negative. That is why you're called, your pineal gland is P-nil, which is minus. Your penis gland is positive. So it's got to have air around it. The reason it's got to have air around it is to power that cell up and make that work. Through your ball, which is your backbone. Yeah. And through your ribs, which is nucleus. Into your lungs, which is nucleus, which is what make us be happy or sad. That's why sometimes when we sing happy songs, we become happy. When we sing sad songs, we become sad. That's what effect it has on you, simple as.
Them into pieces and present the parts on their outer layer. Now, the dendritic cell makes a crucial decision. Should they call for antivirus forces that eradicate infected body cells, or an army of bacteria killers? In this case, antibacteria forces are necessary. It then travels to the closest lymph node in about a day. Here, billions of helper and killer T cells are waiting to be activated. When T-cells are born, they go through a difficult and complicated training process, and only a quarter survives. The surviving cells are equipped with a specific setup, and the dendritic cell is on its way looking for a helper T-cell with...
Which is in actual fact, us patriots at minute, we are the T-cell, because we are exposing all. This is all you patriots at minute. This is exactly what you are. This is why you've had your life so hard, because you've got to be prepared for this.
The setup that's just right. It's
and understand it, and you don't...
combine to the parts of the intruders which the dendritic cell has presented on its membrane.
Exactly the same now. You're grabbing all the something, like one's grabbing all the rape gangs, one's grabbing all the immigration, one's grabbing all the diabetes and vaccines. You see what I'm saying?
Finally,
we work exactly the same. Don't kid yourself. We are exactly the same as this.
Activated. It quickly duplicates thousands of times. Some become memory T-cells that stay in the lymph node.
When God told you, He made you in the image of Himself, He did. We are all God's guardian of domain, or dimension, whichever you want to say. We are the T-cells. We are the ones that are supposed to protect the animals and the planet, yet we're not. Why do you think they're releasing all this water? Remember earlier on when it says they release water? Well, that's what's happening.
And will make you practically immune against this enemy. Some travel to the field of battle to help out, and the third group goes on to travel to the centre of the lymph node to activate a very powerful weapons factory. Like the T-cells, they're born with a specific setup, and when a B-cell...
See, they're taking virgin B-cells, and they are eating virgin B-cells, which is virgin baby cells.
And the T-cell with the same setup meet, hell breaks loose. The B-cell duplicates rapidly and starts producing millions of little weapons. They work so hard that they would literally die from exhaustion very fast. Here, helper T-cells play another important role. They stimulate the hard-working factories and tell them, don't die yet, we still need you, keep going. This also ensures that the factories die if the infection is over, so the body doesn't waste energy or hurt itself. But what is produced by the B-cells? You've heard of them, of course, antibodies. Little proteins that are engineered to bind to the surface of the specific intruder. There are even different kinds of antibodies that have slightly different jobs. The helper T-cells tell the plasma cells which type is needed the most in this particular invasion. Millions of them flood the blood and saturate the body.
All done through frequency, which you take in through your ears and you send down your backbone, your spine, through your nucleus to make these cells. You send that message to your reproduction gland, which is your penis gland, which should be covered in hair, which for most men isn't, and 99.9% of women definitely aren't. And then when women wonder why they're not rating it or why they're having confusion and depression and all this lot, well, you're turning your own immune system off, you're stopping making your cells. The only cells you're getting is what they are giving you in your water. I've shared a video this morning, and on that video I've shared this morning, come on for a minute, on that video I've shared this morning, it tells you that they've got a nano gel. Well, this nano gel, yeah, what you're not wanting, well, I'm afraid you've been getting it because you've been getting it through your antibacterial wipes. What do you think that infection your antibacterial wipes were? Well, they're these nano bugs. And here's to show you, just that you're not to trust your government. Here you are. Where's all your food coming from next year? I keep saying this. And these are only in this month alone. Yeah, just this month alone. Just have a look. You all think I'm fucking nuts, you all think I'm crazy. Well, like I say, believe what you want. I'm on here to tell you. I'm a T-cell, I'm here to tell you what was happening. If you all choose not to listen, that's your fault, not mine. Judgment Day is here and you're being judged. Everybody is. So if you're not doing your job you're supposed to be doing, well, you're going to be judged. See, oh, look. These are all, and you can just keep going. You can just keep going. Yeah. So where do you think all your food going to come from next year? Where do you think it's all going to come from next year? Can't tell you this. America's just had 10 million acres wiped out. America is at the verge of running out of water, fresh water. But your Americans don't know that. But yeah, you're on the verge of running out of fresh water. Half the country's running out of food already. We're not even into next year yet. So you want to see how they're going to cut your numbers down? Well, there you go. This is how they're cutting your numbers down. You see, they don't want that immune system fighting back. And you are the immune system. You're the immune system for the planet. Simple as ABC. You are this. Plain and simple. This is in all your ancient texts telling you that you are God. Guardian of dimension or domain, which is what we are on. We are to guard it. We are being programmed not to guard it. These pretend T cells are basically telling us basically to do fuck all, and they will take care of it. While lying to us while they are it. They are a cancer. Your elites are our planet's cancer in immune system. They know your immune system. Why are we the only animals on the planet what need to drink out at fucking taps? Who made taps? Who made? Who made water purifying? Who did all that? Well, that'll be these. That'll be these people who did that. Look who did water purification. Not purification. Not hard. Who did sewage systems? Not hard. These did it. Vatican did it. Same Vatican what's eating your kids. Because they know the immune system. They know the real immune system. Even your doctors don't know real immune system. Your immune system works like this, yeah? You take in, if you get bit by a snake, yeah? They need to know what snake it is so they can give you an anti-venom made from the venom. Yeah? Viral venom. When you take in bacteria on small amounts, your body makes its own virus protection against that bacteria. So on that understanding, your streams, what you've been told are dirty and not to drink out of, is actually good for you. It's your Earth's medicine. Every bacteria in that area is in that stream. So if you drink that stream water, you will be immune to every bacteria in that area. And you still don't believe me. You're Black Death. Why do people survive in Black Death? Why did only poor survive in Black Death? Bacteria. Not just the loaves of bread, bacteria, what we got from rats. It didn't come from rats, Black Death. That was another government release thing. We got immune from rats and from filth, from mud, from muck, from sewerage. We became immune. Know your body. Know how your immune system works. Know what your pineal gland is. Know what your reproductive gland is. Know what your backbone is. Know what an oxygen molecule is. We are electricity. We are electric. We are batteries. Just like a lead acid battery. We take in iron and it reacts with salt in his body. Iron and salt. Put it together, see what happens. In fact, all you footballers and tennis players and all them people that go to your matches, there's a pad you can buy, what you put on your seat. You snap it, shake it up, sit on it, and it keeps your ass warm on plastic seats. All that is iron filings and salt water. That's how your body works. It produces electricity. Baghdad battery, iron and salt water. Not rocket science at all. It's there for you. You just choose to overlook it and listen to the shit what your governments teach you. The same governments what have indoctrinated all your kids now, indoctrinated you to make you believe that you know it all as a doctor, and you know it all as a physician or a brain scientist, or you know fuck all. You know fuck all. It's simple. It's simple for you. If you want to know where I got all this from, I got this from our Da Vinci Code. This is your Da Vinci Code. Basic Da Vinci Code. Go look at your Da Vinci Code. Yeah? Your top line. ETFACTUCMESTUMIN. And it reads, "It fact you must see coming." Next line, Saba D. "To prevent dying, you must promote D by a repesket D13, which basically means promote digestive system 13. Digestive system. What happens when you antibac your worktops in your kitchen with bleach, well, you kill all germs. So what the fuck you think's happening when you're drinking bleach? Chlorine is bleach. Your stomach makes all bacteria in its stomach. All virus and all infections are made in the stomach and then sent out through the body as good bacteria to fight bad bacteria. You are bleaching that. There is no wonder your underlying problems are coming and biting you on the arse. What do you expect? Now all you doctors and nurses and fucking physicians should understand this simple basic principle. Yakult effect. For years you were telling us good bacteria is healthy for you. So why are you giving us bleach to dissolve all bacteria in the stomach? As bodies work on metonic gold, all you people will understand HD TV and your PlayStations and your sound musicians, you all know that gold coloured cables work a lot better than silver coloured cables or copper coloured cables, because we use metonic gold in our pineal gland, in our brain, in our spine and in our testicles. Metonic gold. We have 1 kilo of metonic gold. Why do you think gold is so good for these people? They want to take it out the floor so we can't get it through the plants. We get caught by magpie effect because it's shiny and we're told it's worth money. It's worth fuck all. It's worth more money in the ground so we can then eat it to be as we're supposed to be and as brain works is supposed to be than what it is in their pockets. See, you are mining the earth and destroying the earth for your own minerals, what you need for these people. And you trust these people. Fucking hypocrites. Hypocrites. And everything I say on this video takes 20 minutes to go look up. I'd go look it up. All them plants they take in chemicals out of the ground. They mould them chemicals for us. We are herbivores. We are not meat eaters, we are herbivores. Adrenochrome. Adrenochrome is taken by hanging kids upside down, torturing them, slitting the throat, leaving them to bleed to death. Well, I don't care whether you hang a kid upside down, or whether you hang him upside down, or her upside down. You slit the throat, they're going to produce adrenaline. That meat is going to go into adrenaline. So, there is your halal. They are making you into vampires, meat eaters, killers. That's why you're all fucking, why all your minds wanting to kill everybody. Because if you were plant eaters, you want to kill nobody. And this is a simple fact to keep in for. You start eating plants, you won't even need a government or a police force. Because nobody wants to kill anybody. You won't get that amount of testosterone or anger inside you. Because you're not eating adrenaline. You're not eating adrenaline-killed meat. You are eating plants. Fucking idiots, man, idiots. But yet you're all planning and you're all hoping on all these scientists and all these doctors what have all been indoctrinated by these group of people. Your Rothschilds, your Rockafellers. You're all listening to what these have been teaching you for thousands of years and it's all lies. Now you're expecting it to get you out of shit. No, only reality will get you out of shit, but you won't listen to reality because it's too easy to listen to. Or makes too much sense in your own heads. Wake the fuck up.